My worst nightmare. That's what happened. It literally breaks as soon as you touch it. Pockets are rusted out. Oh, lovely. How good that we got BMW spares. Oh, you let me down. We got a leak. To be honest, this is the first E30 I'm actually working that deep. Hello my foot. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. At the back we got BMW E30, which we worked in the beginning of the summer, if you remember. Here she is in her glory. Everything seems to be moldy. It has a bit of a past. It's been off-road for 15 years. Last time it's been started 10 years ago. For those, the ones who actually been in the beginning, they seen the previous episode, how I managed to start it after a long day. Found out 4 of the injectors were stuck closed. Obviously replaced the injectors, well now replaced the fuel pump. And yeah, she now starts on the key. But in this episode, we're mainly gonna focus on the rust. The holes, pretty much whatever we need to weld, we're going to do some welding, because our job is to get it back on the road. Is not to restore completely, nut and bolt restoration, but it pretty much all we need to do onto this E30 is replace whatever needs replacing to get it through the legit MOT without any maybe advisories, but as long as it's a roadworthy condition, and the body work and the rest of the stuff, someone else is going to deal with it. So let's see what's at the back of this beautiful E30. How much rust do we have at the back? So we're going to do stages. Back first, jacking points, something underneath, and then front. So let's see. Funny thing is, most awkward rust, which is supposed to be there, is quite clean. But the pockets are rusted out, as you can see. Mice or rats, something's been living here. The spare wheel seems to be solid. All this needs to be cleaned out. So other pockets, same thing. Rust. Hello my foot. Yeah, same story this side, because over there seem to be clean. It's just both pockets which has rusted through, but the rest of the boot floor seem to be solid. Slight surface rust on the top mounts, but nothing major. Clean inside there and there. Stroke absorbers will be changed anyway. So stay tuned and let's start some welding. By the way, pretty much all of the welding gonna do my mate, 777 assistant. We call him welding machine. Also done my Alpina chassis. So give it up for my mate, 777 welding machine. So Mr. 777 assistant, what have you done so far? Cut some unnecessary rust. So this side, that side. Now we got an even bigger hole. Couple samples of cardboard. Then we got a rest of E30 on the floor. And prep the hole. The holes to the universe. Woo! So yeah, something like that. And both arches, slight piece. We actually have some slight rust inside, but we're gonna clean it as much as we can, because the outside, well, the jacking point is gonna be done, but I think the front one was bad. Not sure what exactly, but this piece was rusted, but I think with the actual side skirt seems to be solid. We now focusing at the front. As you can see, our 777 assistant working at the front, finally doing some extra work at the front jacking points, but the back is finished, and let me show you what job he done. As you remember, these pockets were rusted through. Currently just applied a mastic sealer, as you can see. Well, needs actually a bit more and spraying on top. But now we got, obviously there was a rust as well, so it's all now nice and solid, as you can see underneath as well. Still just need a final touch on the mastic and paint, but same as this side. And as you can see over here, all good. What else? We did some rolls. We done down here, there's a small piece need to be welded in. That's done, and same as on other side, this side and that side. So the back end is more or less solid, just a tiny surface rust here and there, but everything is seem to be solid. So it just needs clean and probably just a respray. And we also done this round section, because there was a massive hole. That's done, obviously needs painting. And now we're focusing on front jacking points. Which one was it? As you can see, there's a hole, and on the other side, oh, mi scusi, show us the that section and show us underneath. Yeah, so both front jacking points. And then I think she's ready chassis wise for MOT. Like obviously needs fuel pipes, maybe brake pipes here and there, brake overhaul and a couple more bits, but she'll be solid. We're not gonna do this section there because as far as I'm aware that's nothing to do with MOT. So customer advised like leave the actual exterior, so as long as we can get it through legit MOT, we're good. Right guys, the welding is pretty much finished. All we need to do now is put the plastics and everything back together. One thing, the carpet, when we took it out, it was completely wet. But surprisingly, there was just the front corners which was rusted out, but the rest of this seems to be fine. And all I wanted to do now is to wash the carpet. And I also want to add the coolant, start up the car and make sure that all the temperatures and the rest of it is fine, so I can carry on with the slight restoration, if that makes sense. Because we need to order a bunch of parts. So, but before I do that, I just want to make sure the engine is 100%. Because last time I just started it, but I wasn't, because for some reason the coolant hose is off, and I haven't actually checked if it holds the temperature or not. But it seems to be running fine, all smooth on all cylinders. I just want to make sure it's basically is completely running fine engine. So let's actually wash the carpet first, let it dry, and then focus on the engine. Oh, look at it, so nasty. Guess I'm just gonna apply the chemicals and pressure wash it. So whilst the carpet is drying out, we're going to focus on cooling system, because for some reason the pipe is off. Well, when I picked the car up, this one was off, so I just want to make sure it doesn't overheat and everything is fine. So put a pipe back on, put a coolant in, I'm going to start to rev it and make sure everything's all right. What a long Jubilee clip. Come on. Nearly there, and she's tight, hopefully. So that's that. Houston, we got a problem. Looks like the bleed screw is halfway snapped, and I need to somehow to get the rest of it out. We'll try with a self-tapping screw, see if it comes out. But obviously we can't bleed it if that one's blocked. Actually, I'm gonna drill it out slowly. Make sure there is no debris inside. Need bigger drill bit. Oh, what's that nasty thing on my head? I'm guessing this all heat insulation needs to go. It literally breaks as soon as you touch it. Come on, you little plastic, don't ruin my life. Voila! I've done a great job. Now, just need to find the replacement. Lovely. How good that we got BMW spares all over the place. Otherwise, the whole project would stuck again for a couple of days. For me to order it, wait, but I just can carry on. Okay, now let's put a coolant in. Careful. Okay, that's 5 liters in. We need more. Okay, battery is hooked up. Let's get it started. Dodgy starter motor. Woo! Hey, don't die. Oh, you let me down. What's wrong with you? Wondering if we need more fuel. Because I think I only put a 5 liters in it. Yep, I think we need more fuel. Now let's put some 5 liters and see if she behaves a bit better. Let's try again. Bloody starter motor. Probably need idle control valve cleaning or something. Looks like it's idles fine. Could be res bit lower, but she's finally idling on its own. Looks like we have some sort of a result. Now let's wait till it warms up completely and let's see what happens. Oh no, follow me. Check this out. My worst nightmare. That's what happened. We got a leak. It's either heater matrix or something else. Damn. What's that? Some solar. Whoa. Okay, careful. Damn. This is no good. I'm sure there's supposed to be some screws in it, but This seems to be very loose. Oh. Looks like the heater valve just left the chat. Split in half. Nasty, nasty. Well, another problem to the list. Good thing we didn't install the carpet, because I was suspicious about the heater matrix, because obviously it's been that long off road. But, well, could be actually also heater matrix, but this is the first part which failed, so I'm guessing we need to get a replacement and then try again. So guys, I think we are done here, because, well, in this episode, as you saw, heater valve left the chat. We can't proceed with the more testing, but at least we know one more thing what to order. So yeah, as you saw in this episode, we done a welding, which is a good thing. She's now more or less solid. There's a couple more bits, but our job, as I said, is just to get it back on the road and get a legit MOT for it. So as long as everything's all right, mechanically good, we are giving it away back to customer. But there is still a long way to go. So if you enjoyed this episode, give us a thumbs up. Leave the comments below. What do you think we should do differently, maybe? Or maybe whilst we there, do this, do that? Because to be honest, this is the first E30 I'm actually working that deep. And to be honest, if I would need to restore this car completely from nut and bolt, same as I'm doing to Alpina, this would be easy, because on these 80s cars is so literally there's only halfway splash guard, no clips, no extra bolts, where a E38 chassis is a modern classic and it's way more complicated. So if you enjoyed this episode, give us a thumbs up and I'll see you next time. Peace.